My Oakley Meta Vanguards finally came in, so join me as I set these up for the very first time. But first, we need to unbox it. I've actually had these for a week now, so just pretend they're still in the box. Here's the packaging. Let's tear this tab off and take it out. Small pull-out tab here opens up the whole thing. Here's the charging case. We'll take a closer look at that later. First, in the middle, we have additional nose pads. The universal fit is already installed on the glasses. That's the one with the 2 dots. But it also comes with the high bridge pads that's marked with a single dot, and then the low bridge pads with the 3 dots. Let's pull out this small box from the bottom. It has the manual and warranty info. It also comes with a microfiber pouch to carry the glasses in case you don't want to carry the charging case around. Now back to the charging case. It feels really premium. On the bottom is a USB-C port to charge it. The lid is held down by magnets in the middle of the case. Got this plastic tab to pull out. Now let's get the Vanguards out of the case. I got the white frame with the prism black lens. These look pretty sweet. Here's how they look from the sides. I know the front lens is replaceable, but I don't think the side pieces are. Oh great, I gave away my secret identity. The camera is right here in the middle, with the capture LED light along the top of the frame. Alright, let's get this set up for the very first time. I'm gonna have sample footage taken with the Vanguards as I go through all these settings, so there's something to look at. So yeah, first we need to pair them with my phone. I already took that tab out earlier, so I need to press the pairing button on the bottom of the case to pair them. Looks like it found them, so let's click on it. And we're paired. Looks like there's an update, so let's go ahead and do that. Now we need to install it. It's gonna take 5 minutes, so let's just skip through this part. The update is done, and it's telling us to put the glasses on to learn the basics. It's showing us how to take a photo first. The capture button is on the underside of the right arm. You press them once to take a photo. Hang that in the Louvre. To take a video, you press and hold the capture button. A little behind the scenes here. To play music, you tap the touchpad. You'll need to set it up first, but it looks like they're just showing the controls here. Swipe forward to increase the volume, and swipe back to turn it down. Then tap them again to stop the music. I hope that was copyright free. Something unique on these glasses compared to my Metas is this customizable action button that you can assign to do almost any task. We'll have to set that up in the settings later. And that's all the basic controls for your Vanguards. Now it's going to show us how to use Meta AI. Hey Meta, what is the marathon world record?
The current marathon world record for men is 2 hours 0 minutes 35 seconds, set by Kelvin Kiptum at the 2023 Chicago Marathon. And for women, it's 2 hours 9 minutes 56 seconds, achieved by Ruth Chepingetic at the 2024 Chicago Marathon.
What about the half marathon?
The men's half marathon world record is 56 minutes 41 seconds, set by Jacob Kiplimo of Uganda at the 2025 eDreams Marathon Barcelona.
Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You are looking at a microphone with a furry windscreen, a smartphone, and a case on a table.
And that's the whole setup. It'll ask if you want to share more data, like Meta doesn't have enough already. This screen here explains the capture LED light on the front of the glasses and basically says it's to show full transparency. Okay, before we go through the settings, I'm gonna need to swap out these nose pads. I'm gonna need the low bridge pads. It's the one with the 3 dots. The dots are also on the pads too, so you don't get them mixed up. To take the nose pads off that are already on there, just lift them up and out. It's really simple to do. Then set the new nose pads in place, starting from the bottom. And then just lift them up and push them in. And we're good to go. Now let's go through the settings. First is the update section. We already did this earlier, but you can check if there's any new updates here. Now let's go check out the general section. Here's where you'll get the info on your glasses, including the model and lens color. More importantly though, this is where you can check what version your glasses are on. You can also force restart, unpair, or factory reset your glasses from here. Now for the Wi-Fi section, where you'll want to add a network for things like faster cloud uploads and firmware updates. Now the help and support section. This is where you'll go to find help with your glasses or to submit a report. What I found super interesting in here though is the function to clear water from the speakers on your Vanguards. Since you can get your Vanguards wet since they're rated IP67, you might get water into the speaker holes. This shows you how to make the glasses play a reverberating sound to clear them. You do this by taking the glasses off and closing both arms. Then press and hold the action button for 3 seconds until the sound plays. This will go on for 30 seconds, but you can stop it at any time by just opening the hinges. And that's it. Pretty neat feature that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. Next is the Meta AI options. First are the preferences. This is where you can turn off Hey Meta, which is usually suggested to increase the battery life, because with it on, it's constantly using the microphones to listen for the wake words. Then is the language and voice, where you can choose the language for Meta and also the voice. There's Aquafina, Keegan-Michael Key, Kristen Bell, Aspen, Indigo, and Sage. I heard there's another celebrity voice, but I don't see it. Anyways, the last option here is the cellular updates. You can turn this on if you don't mind using cellular data for updates. Alright, let's go back. Now let's check out the communication section. This is where you can connect your phone, WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, and Facebook to use your Vanguards for calling and messaging. And at the bottom is the option to pause announcements. You can mute announcements for up to 8 hours. Save and let's go back again. Now for app connections. This section is always updating, but these are the current apps that you can connect with your Vanguards. In other connected apps, this is where you can connect a calendar. I already have Google Calendar connected here. You can assign defaults here. First, the gestures. Here you can choose what happens when you tap and hold the touchpad on the side. You can assign it to one of the connected music apps or to trigger Meta AI, which is smart to do, especially if you're turning off Hey Meta to save battery life. You can also temporarily lock the touchpad here. Go back, and here you can choose which app your Vanguards will default to when searching with your voice. Next is the media settings. If you have a Garmin device connected, you can use the auto capture feature here that'll automatically trigger the camera on the glasses to record a short video clip, typically every 5 seconds. Now for the video settings. Here you can choose the video resolution. The Vanguards can film in up to 3K at 30 frames per second, but it can also do 1080p at 30 or 60 frames per second. When filming in 3K, you can choose the length of the recording to either 1 minute or 3 minutes. I know my Ray-Ban Metas can do 15 and 30 seconds, so hopefully those come to the Vanguards too. So this section lets you choose the video stabilization, but only when filming in 1080p at 30 frames per second. So let's switch it to 1080p so we can see these settings. Also note that in 1080 30p, you can film longer, up to 5 minutes now. I don't know if they can bring this to 3K or 1080 60p because the sensor might overheat, but we'll see. Anyways, let's check out the stabilization settings. So the default stabilization is medium. This is for some stabilization and horizon correction. Low maintains action but removes high jitter. High is the smoothest stabilization. And there's also auto select where the camera chooses the stabilization based on the video motion. Let's go back, and at the bottom here is the capture enhancements. This is where you can choose auto level and media quality. I like to turn media quality off so that it always captures at the highest resolution, because when it's turned on, it'll crop the footage when there's an obstruction in the view like a hat. But I found it to be unpredictable, so I'd rather just capture the whole scene and then crop the footage manually. Back to the main settings, and next is audio. Here are the settings for auto pause where your audio will pause when you take your glasses off. And there's also the setting for adaptive volume. This will adjust your glasses volume based on your environment. So if you're out biking on a windy day, the audio volume will automatically increase. I heard that this is good to turn off to save battery life too, since this is also constantly using the mics to determine the audio levels. I haven't really tested it, but let me know if it works for you. Now for the early access section. Not everyone is going to have these options. You have to opt in and get on a waitlist, and it still depends on your location too. I am signed up for it as you can see, and this is the only thing that I have in early access right now. Not really exciting. Next we have the notification LED brightness setting. This lets you choose the brightness of the notification LED on the inside of the glasses. In case you were wondering, there's no way to adjust the brightness of the capture LED on the front of the glasses. Here is the toggle for wear detection. With this on, the features of the glasses will pause when you take them off, and then resume when you put them back on. Next is the customized controls section. The touchpad section is exactly the same one we looked at earlier in the app connection section. So let's skip ahead to check out the action button settings. This is where you can choose what function your action button will do. You can have it trigger Meta AI. I really like that live AI option, which I might switch it to later on. You can use it as a second capture button so that it'll start a hyperlapse or slow motion. I have mine set to hyperlapse right now. The accessibility section is where you can set the button to call Be My Eyes. I honestly haven't messed with that, but I know it's a feature a lot of people like to use with their metas. Music will start playing music on whichever app you have the default set to. Or you can have the button set to do nothing at all. Next is the section to go over and change your privacy settings. You can also check out your voice activity log here. Glad I didn't ask it anything crazy for this video. Next is the device lock. This is where you can auto lock your contacts. When you turn this on, you'll have to unlock your phone in order to use your Vanguards to make a call, send messages, hear messages, and share photos and videos. I just noticed that it says here that using auto lock contacts may reduce the battery life. So I guess that's another battery saver tip. Almost done. Here's the Be My Eye section. Again, I haven't really messed with this feature, but it's mainly for people who are blind or have low vision. This will call someone on the network, and they'll use the camera and mic to help guide the user. That's a great feature for those who need it. And finally, the last setting we have here is the detailed responses. This is another feature that I haven't used, but when you enable it, Meta AI will give you a more detailed response to questions you ask it. Again, this is going to be super useful for people with low vision to get more info about what's in front of them. We're finally done. Now, settings will probably change whenever there's a firmware or app update, but hopefully this helps you guide you through the setup. I'm going to be testing the Vanguards a lot so I can show you other features and give my real impressions of them, but let me know if there's anything you want me to test with them. Alright, I'm going to go see if I can find that celebrity voice that I'm missing. See ya.